Flair City family, what is up? It is Bobby coming at you at one of my favorite places on the planet, Costco. And we're gonna do a non-food Costco haul. Typically we come here, we buy food, I tell you what to buy, what to avoid. Sometimes we go home and make recipes, but I wanna do a non-food haul, meaning let's walk around and show you how to shop Costco when it comes to household products like laundry detergent. Let's check out the cookware section, the supplement section, and more stuff. Basically everything non-food related here at Costco. Before we get going, like, subscribe, share, spread that Flav City love. It's the only way the channel keeps growing, and it's the only way we help you guys buy the best stuff at the grocery store. Okay, let's go shopping. Ready for the most under the radar best find ever at Costco? You may never need a 5-pack of lighters like this, but at $6 for 5, no joke. Go to CVS or Walmart or Rite Aid. One of these cost about $5 or $6. I bought this. It's been lasting me like 3 years. That is so crazy. You have to do that. But the reason I'm over here in the household cleansers section is right over here. So I talk a lot about having a non-toxic home, and when you have cleaners like your traditional laundry or dish detergent, they're gonna have toxic chemicals you don't necessarily wanna use. I've mentioned this before in the past, and if you're at Costco, Ecos plant-powered laundry detergent is the best one. It's also the heaviest one here, but the reason why I say this is if you look at the ingredients, it's mostly plant-based. Look at that. Sodium cocoa sulfate, number 3, is something that I tell you to avoid in toothpaste. A lot of brands use that, but this one's okay in laundry detergent. There's a couple preservatives there, like phenoxyethanol, number 5, I don't love, but it's not bad. The price is really good. But more importantly, I say it's the best at Costco because when you compare it to any of the traditional ones, let me just pick up this. This is Clorox for colors here. Yes. My cart? Where? No, mine has a bag in there. Yeah. If you look at the ingredients for this one, here, look at this. I mean, there are some really harsh chemicals in here that you don't want going on your clothes, you don't want going in the air in your laundry room. So that's why I say this one is the best. The problem is when you're talking about laundry detergent or dish detergent or even sprays for the house, most will have toxic chemicals. They'll have propellants, they'll have skin irritants, but they'll have something called endocrine disruptors, which mess up your hormones in your body, especially for the ladies. So at Costco, go for the Ecos. Now at home for laundry, I actually use one of 2 products. One's called Molly Suds or Humble Suds. It's like 2 or 3 ingredients, very, very clean and totally non-toxic. But at Costco, you're gonna wanna go with this one. You scored, you found a second card, huh? Nice, you never know, you get more as soon as you get here, right? I'm sorry, I like Friends, I like Jennifer Aniston. Does anyone actually believe that she's using Aveeno? I just have a very, very hard time believing that, considering she's probably a multi-millionaire who has access to the best stuff, and the inactive ingredients in this aren't the best per se, so I don't know. Jennifer, what was her name on front? Rachel, I don't know if that's quite the most accurate thing. Who's this lady again? Jennifer something, not Jennifer Lawrence, whoever you are. A former wife of Ben Affleck, I believe. Is she using Neutrogena, right? Remember that sunscreen review I did in the beginning of summer? You don't want to use anything other than mineral-based sunscreen. This is actually chemical-based. See that ingredient there? Homosalate there. You don't want that. Inactive ingredients there. See PEG, parabens, 1015. Oh man, BHT. Yeah, Jennifer, what's her name? Jennifer something. What the heck is her name? Jennifer Lawrence? Leave a comment down below, remind me. And there's really nothing I would use in this aisle. I talked about the toothpaste I use on Instagram stories the other day. I don't use something like this, but I did use Crest when we were coming home from Bulgaria in June after visiting our family with Rose. And my mouth was foaming like a rabid dog, like Cujo. Because when you look at the ingredients, see where it says sodium lauryl sulfite? Sodium lauryl sulfite, that's a scrubbing agent. Its primary job is to get sudsy and bubbly in your mouth. I was foaming like crazy, it was crazy, but there's yellow number 1 here, yellow number 5, blue number 1, and something called titanium dioxide, which is banned in other countries. It's a derivative of paint, actually. My favorite non-toxic and really good toothpaste are either from Dr. Bronner's, the Food Babe Truvani makes a good one, and one called Risewell, which has a mineral that restores the enamel on your teeth. Unless you want to suds up like a rabid dog, I wouldn't go with Crest. Do me a favor, check your medicine cabinet right now or your cupboard and look at your vitamin C. I talk about this a lot, but it's important that we're going into fall cold and flu season. If your vitamin C comes from ascorbic acid, it's not doing your body any good. And unfortunately, almost all vitamin C's on the market are derived from ascorbic acid. It's not bioavailable. You need a vitamin C from a bioavailable source like acerola or amla. Right now I'm taking pure acerola powder, but I found one that actually is a compressed tablet that has amla, acerola, and another one. I'll share that in an upcoming video because we need to take vitamin C, D, and zinc for the flu and cold season. Those are the immune system boosters. And I talk about this all the time. It's because I love this company. They're a big supporter of the channel. But Seed Probiotic, if you're looking for the most effective probiotic by far in the market, it's Seed, because when you're buying a probiotic from the store shelf or anywhere else, you're basically wasting your money because the probiotics never make it to your colon. They die in your stomach from the stomach acids. Seed actually is super effective because it makes it to your colon. How does it bypass the stomach acids? Because it has two capsules. The outer capsule is the only one that actually dissolves in your tummy, and because it's made of pomegranates, it has fiber, so it feeds your gut bacteria, and then the inner one actually makes it through your intestine to your colon. More importantly, when you're buying a probiotic from the grocery store, what kind of bacteria, right? The kind of bacteria, the kind of strains matter. Seed has 24 custom strains of bacteria that once it makes it to your colon, really help you with gut health, really help you with bowel movements, really help you with skin health. How? Promotes healthy skin follicles and really help you with immune system. Seed is where it's at. If you want the most effective one on the market, check my promo link in the description box. It's free shipping. They have flat rate shipping around the world, and it's 30 days trial. If you don't like it, return it, get your money back. But stop wasting your money on store-bought probiotics. If you're looking for the best one on the market, it's Seed. Use my promo link down below. Everyone I've turned on to it loves it. I have entered the cookware aisle here at Costco, one of my favorites because cookware is my toys, the kitchen is my playground, and in case you don't know, coming hopefully for Father's Day of next year is the Flav City cookware set. I've been showing a lot of that on Instagram stories, but in case you don't know, it's going to be unlike any cookware on the market because instead of being like 10 pieces of stainless steel or 10 pieces of nonstick, it's going to have a whole hodgepodge of different materials in there. But in addition to pots and pans, it'll have a chef's knife, the same cutting board I use at home, tongs, splatter guard, everything. And I'm actually partnering with Brazilian company Tramontina. Their US base is out of Houston, so look for that. But if you're at Costco and you need a cast iron pan now and you can't wait for the Flav City one, this is really good. This is a pre-season 2-pack of cast iron. $30 is a really cool deal. The funny thing is, Tramontina is based out of Brazil, and cast iron is not popular at all in Brazil because they don't know about it. So for them, it's kind of different and new. But for us, it's like, yeah, grandpappy and grandma have their cast iron pan. And if you have grandma's, it's going to be better than that because it's seasoned with tons of fat and lard from the years and years of cooking. But that's a really good deal. But stay tuned for the Flav City cookware set. You're going to love it. This is actually a really cool item here. This is called the Welcome to the Rock. The Rock Grill Griddle, and it's reversible. But what I love about this is that it's made of cast aluminum on the inside and ceramic non-stick. Oh, I love it so much. You better grab it if you want because it's going away. Ceramic, meaning this is not Teflon. It's ceramic, which is non-toxic, completely made of basically sand. And I like that because you're going to get this on the grill. It's going to get super hot, and you're probably going to use like tongs on there. And if you scratch ceramic, you're not going to have a problem because it's non-toxic. But traditional pans made of Teflon, which I'm not going to have in my cookware set, those are made of forever chemicals. You remember that whole like scandal with DuPont and everything? Even though they got rid of one of the forever chemicals, they still have other PF, like PFOS or PFOAs in there. And as soon as those get into your body, they're called forever chemicals because they never leave. And if you scratch your Teflon pan or if you overheat it, it releases those chemicals into your food. So this is a really, really cool idea. The question is, I don't know how solid the cast aluminum is on the outside. With my pans that are coming out, I'll have tri-ply stainless steel and then a layer of really high quality ceramic. But this is cool and the price is pretty darn good. If you saw the video last week making the air fryer taquitos, I said I basically never use an air fryer because they're almost all coated in Teflon. Well, I knew they exist, but this is a French door oven air fryer, and it's stainless steel. The racks on this are stainless steel too. I like that because when you're air frying, say at 400 degrees Fahrenheit, I don't like the idea of the food sitting on Teflon. And once again, if you scratch that Teflon with, say, a metal fork or a metal tong, that's bad because it can start to release the chemicals into the food and into the air. I don't know how well this works per se. I do love this kind of double French door. It's a huge little appliance here, so that's my kind of like issue with air fryers too. They're just so darn big, but I do like the fact that it's stainless steel. $199. Hey, try it out. What's Costco's return policy, right? 4 years, so if you don't like it after a few months, you can return it. I highly recommend for the winter and soup and stew season to get an Instant Pot. Now, I would go a little bigger. I bought the 6-quart one years ago, and I need to buy another one. 8 quarts would be way better, but that's a phenomenal price. $80. This is great for pressure cooking because it seals all the smells in there. So if you're making like homemade bone broth or something that's really stinky and it's gonna cook for a long time, the aroma will stay in there. So back in the day when we used to make bone broth, now I don't really have time and I'm too lazy, I just buy the kettle and fire one. If you do it in a traditional pot or a stovetop pressure cooker, it makes your house smell like a barn. It's not pleasant, but in there, it contains the smell, and then I would take it out to the patio back in the day and release the steam and let the smell go back there. If you're here and you want to get it, that's a great price, but I recommend going on like Amazon or whatever and getting the 8-quart. This thing is so great. I primarily use it as a pressure cooker, although I put the trivet in there the other week and made stuffed zucchini boats, and that worked out very well. And then I do like this food processor from KitchenAid. I had the 7-cup. My only issue with it is that this thing broke pretty early on here, and it was very hard to keep this secure after that. But it is a good deal, and it actually works quite well, minus the breaking of the snappy thing. And, oh, what is this? It's so funny. I bought the V11 Animal Plus. Where is that? Oh, here. I bought this thing like a year and a half ago, and I never thought I'd spend that much money on a vacuum, and I thought I'd return it for sure. I loved it. Is this new? V11 Torque Drive Plus. 600 bucks is a little too much for me. Which one is that? This one here. Wow. I don't know what the difference is between the two. Maybe when it goes on sale, possibly. But I know it seems like a lot, but that vacuum is unbelievable. And I make a heck of a mess at home, as you guys know. It's honestly worth the money. One more thing before I walk out of this aisle. This isn't for everyone necessarily, but this is a sous vide kit from Nova. They were kind of the OGs to sous vide cooking. It's a whole kit here for $200. Now, I don't use it very often because I don't like the idea of putting food into plastic and just cooking it for like 2 hours at a set temperature. That being said, you want to make like the best steak ever and have it cooked to the exact temperature, this is the way to do it. I like it because you get the whole kit. So you fill this with water, you set the exact temperature you want, and it'll bring it to that exact temperature and hold it for as long as you want to. Just make sure when you put your food into a plastic bag, don't use like a Ziploc bag. You want to get a food safe bag. Usually they sell somewhere around here like that vacuum seal kit or something. That's the kind of plastic you want to use here. If you're interested in sous vide, this is a good brand. That's a good price. Just for me, I like fire, I like cast iron pans, I like my Traeger grill. I don't really fuss around with that too often. I cannot believe Costco is going all in on Costco in late September. They keep moving it up and up every year. This is a little too early in my opinion, but that is it. I'm gonna get some food now to bring back home to Desi and Rose, but that is it for our non-food Costco haul. I might come back tomorrow and do a haul with a recipe that will come out on Sunday. I think that could be a good idea because those Costco recipe hauls are a lot of fun. But that is it. Like, subscribe, share, spread that Flav City love. But from the ho, 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 happiest place on earth, Costco, I leave you like I always do. Hashtag keep on cooking. Mad love and peace. Later.